Yeah, what's good, peace family? So we're back once again with it. We're about to do an album review, and this one is from Mr. P Chill, and the album's called Life, Living in Fragile Environments. So this is definitely one I wanted to check out. We recently heard a single called Digging in the Crates, which was pretty dope. You know, had a lot of old school hip hop elements and shades to it. So getting into this album, Mr. P Chill, Life. You know, the first track, number one, The Circus. Yeah, so this album definitely off to a booming start with The Circus. You know, the chorus grabbed me instantaneously, thought provoking, you know, the rhymes kicking it off. Definitely impactful flow. The artist definitely dropping a lot of jewels on this track. You know, it's one that I definitely recommend. The next track on the album is entitled Home. Now, Home is a nice follow-up track. It's got a boom bap sample chorus and it's got a lot of slick wordplay. The artist gives a great insight into just living life on the road, missing your family, what it's being like, you know, being out, just touring, just being out, you know, chasing your dream, being out working, but still, you know, having family and stuff that you miss, having a place to come back to. So does a great job of painting the story and giving you that imagery just through the lyrics and through the music and stuff like that. So definitely another dope one. So track number 3 is entitled Searching. And on this track, you know, definitely one of my favorite cuts when it kicks in straight away with the beat, brings shades of that 90s golden era of hip hop. It's got a smooth female vocal, you know, she lacing the chorus, more dynamic storytelling from Mr. P Chill, breaking down life. After that, we get a follow-up single which is called Digging, and you know that I mentioned that earlier, you know, Crate Diggers anthem. And I say for this one, you know, if you don't understand this one, you definitely don't understand hip hop, man. Because if you spent time, whether it was buying cassettes, CDs, records, just digging in the crates, constantly going to the stores, you know, supporting hip hop and the culture, you know, just this song really does a great job of encapsulating that and laying it down visually where you can listen to it and get a visual picture. So if it's a time that you've lived and understood within hip hop, you'll definitely like this track. So we'll recommend this one. It's another dope banger. After that, we have Morning Coffee, Social Distance, and Where Do We Go? Now, these aren't just clever titles, but each one of these tracks have clever choices of content and stuff too. You know, Morning Coffee from, you know, rapping about sitting down in the morning, drinking a coffee. This artist could literally rap about anything. I feel as though he could take a topic and just make it relative to his life, just rapping about it. And, you know, and sort of, you know, what the album sort of encapsulates, living in fragile environments, but just living and, you know, having a certain social status and ethos and stuff. So definitely a dope track. You know, Social Distance, another one. You know, we're in the times now that it is and it says what it does. Where Do We Go? Another solid track right there. So track number 8 is called Freedom, which tells a story about law enforcement and the impacts it has on families. Another one I'd recommend you to sit down and listen to. Closing the album, coming to the end of it, we get Millions of Militants, which features Mike Colossal, which is a dope anti-racism track. You know, it dispels a lot of negative rhetoric on racism, breaking down systemic racism. He mentions Trump and the Proud Boys, but not just them, just how some of these things have existed from before, and just, you know, using the voice in a dynamic way. Another impressive feature on there from Mike as well. So the next track is Subliminal, which sees another dope return from Mike Colossus. And the only other featured artist on this album, you know, is you've got, you know, the track before with Mike Colossal, and then now you've got him back on this one, and we got a few other featured artists, J Smo, Info, and Alfie Yoda. And this is another solid hip hop banger. You know, you got a bunch of artists on there. Check this out, it's another one you could not. So the last song is Reflections, and it's a good choice to end the album with because it's another classic sample, and it's a solo track from the artist. Puts life and the whole album into a full perspective and sort of rounds everything up in a nice way. It's got a lot of dope sentiments and messages, like with age comes wisdom. It sticks to the message that hip hop is, you know, schooling and teaching and empowering the youth. So the album's definitely well recommended. I'd rate it 4 out of 5. One to kick back, listen to, and jam, especially if you appreciate lyrics and the art of rap. You know, so Mr. P Chill, Life Living in Fragile Environments, definitely a dope album. I say go out there and check that out. You can find it on Bandcamp, Spotify, and all major platforms. Peace.